of AC/DC, shook me all night long. Big G chord. This is basically just a G power chord. You have your second finger on the third fret of your low E string, third finger on the third fret of your B string, your second string, and your pinky on the third fret of your high E string. You don't want to hear the fifth string. Fifth string should be blocked, so your second finger there probably will lean right over it. So it's really just a G power chord, like this G power chord you may recognize. Basically, it's just a G, your open D, your open G, another D, and a G. Big G power chord. We're going to hit this on beat 1, then we're going to rest, drop the hand in on the string to stop the strings for 2 quarter note beats, and then an eighth note beat. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then on the and of 4, we're going to go to good old C chord. Probably know your C chord. First finger on the first fret of your second string, second finger on the second fret of your fourth string, third finger on the third fret of your fifth string. Open C chord. We're going to hit that on the and of beat 4. So we're going G chord, 1, rest, 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 C. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and. Now it is on the and of the beat, which in a lot of my lessons I've talked about playing up on the and of the beat, but this one we're going to go with the down. Alright, on the C chord. Then from the C chord we're going to hit it again on the and of beat 1, which I am going to hit that one with an up. So I'm going down with my G, resting for 3 beats, down on my C even though it is the and of beat 4, back up on the and of 1, and then I'm going to go back to G, but when I go back to G this time, I'm just taking my third finger here and popping it from the third fret of my fifth string to the third fret of my sixth string. And when I play the strings here, I'm just going to play 6, 4, and 3. 5, of course, is being blocked like before with that third finger, but I'm not going to bother playing 2 or 1. It's going to make for a fast switch. So when I go from the C chord to go to that G switch, I'm just going to drop that third, get rid of 1 and 2, and drop the third finger from the fifth string to the sixth string, both on the third fret. So here's my C, I'm going to my G, then I'm going right back to my C, and my G one more time. So I have my big G, G power chord, 1, rest, 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 C, C again, G, C, G, and remember on those G's we're hitting strings 6, 5, 4, 3, but we're really only hearing 6, 4, and 3. And then from here we're going to go to our D chord. But one more time, let's go back over that. Big G chord, down on beat 1, 1, rest, 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 C chord with the down on the and of beat 4, C chord again with an up, down on that G, remember you're just moving the third finger from the third fret of your fifth string to the third fret of your sixth string, getting rid of 1 and 2, hit the 4 strings again without 5 ringing, and then we're going to do a D chord. You probably recognize your D chord like this, but this is just going to be a power chord. We're not going to play the first string, so I'm not going to put my second finger. So I got second finger on the first string. So I got my first finger on my second fret of my third string for an A, third finger on the third fret of my third string for a D. It's going to be our D power chord. So we had G, 2, 3, 4, C, C, G, C, G, D. So that last G to D was beat 4, and then the and of 4. So again, from the G chord, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, and 2, 3, 4, and. Makes sense? So you get the G chord on 1, rest, 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 C chord again with an up, your G, back to the C, G, D. And then we're going to rest for another 3 beats. We're going to go back to that big G chord we started on. This time we're going to go back and forth between the G chord and the D. So hit the big G chord with the down on the and of 4, like we did with the C chord in the first measure. Then I'm going to hit the G chord again with an up on the and of 1. Now this time I'm going to my D chord. So all I'm going to do is get rid of my second finger and put my first finger on the second fret of my third string. My third finger does not move. Very important in this part. So here's my G chord. I hit it twice. Then I go to my D. So again, I'm just getting rid of 2. I'm getting rid of my pinky 2, as I don't want to hear that string. So I just take it away. My third finger is kind of blocking it, right? So when I play it, I don't hear it. So my G twice again to my D, G, D. So it's pretty much the same way the C went. G, G, D, G, D. So you can just practice going from this G chord to this D. So we have G, 2, 3, 4, C, C, G, C, G, D, 2, 3, 4, G, G, D, G, D, G. And this is the main riff. I know in some of the lessons I sing, even though it's pretty goofy when I do, but it'd be really goofy if I tried to sing this one. 3, 4, and 1, and 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, and 2, 3. Okay, sorry, I won't do that too. Alright, real quick on the chorus, and then that's it. The solo is done in a couple other lessons here if you're interested in the solo. The chorus is basically just going from your G chord. You hit it twice on beat 1 and beat 2 again. Then you're going to go open A, 5th string, 2nd fret of that string for a B, 3rd fret of that string for a C. So you're going to 1, 2, 3, and 4, and A, B, C. Then you're going to hit your 3rd string, and then your 2nd string, and that 3rd finger is still on that 3rd fret of the 2nd string. So you got 2 G chords, 1, 2, A, B, C, then hit 3 to 2. Oops, I missed the strings there. 3 to 2. Bring your 3rd finger back here from the C to the B. Hit that B by itself, and then this time go 2 to 3. It's backwards, and then your D chord. And you do that twice, and then A, B, C, 3, 2 again. That B, 3, 2. There's a few little variations the way he plays it, but that's basically it. So 1, 2, A, B, C, string 3 to 2. Come back to this B. String 2 to 3, the opposite, D chord, twice, A, B, C, 3 to 2, bring the B, 2 to 3. Anyway, a little AC/DC, shook me all night long, have fun.